Hi friends, it's Thursday, October 2nd, 2014. Lynn and Jamie continuing our assignment. It's possible that our instructions for today's session are to work with the galaxy. So we're heading in that direction. We don't have perfect clarity about that, but that seems to be where we're being sent. We do see the job ticket, so that's enough. We'll head in the direction of the galaxy. We'll take the job ticket, and now it begins.
Merging with the galaxy. Wow. Well, that works.
Right.
It's true.
There's the confirmation.
Yeah. Seeing the galaxy in that room with the chaise lounge, which seems to be her boudoir.
Yes.
And she's very dramatically lying on the chaise lounge, and she's wearing this pink satin robe with marabou trim. It's very old movie star. And she's playing this role of, I'm very ill, but I'm very brave. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
It's, I'm dying.
Yes.
But
meanwhile, I watch the guys. They seem to be completely unconcerned with her act.
Right,
And they're moving around and they're looking at paperwork and matching it up and just kind of, ignoring her carrying on there. She's carrying on, but they don't seem to be paying any attention to her at all.
Right.
And they're not buying her bravery story. It's like, you are not. You're lying there, not doing a darn thing. Get up and help.
Right, you're being a big baby.
Get up and help. Get up and do something. And they're setting dials and switches, like for a big machine. I can't quite tell what the machine is. Dials and switches, they have a book that shows them what it should be.
Yes.
Like they have to keep...
Like a big manual.
They look at readings, and then they look at the book, and then they set the dial, and then they get to the next one. It's the same thing. It's a process.
Yes.
They're being very careful, being very precise, and someone is following along and checking.
Checking. It's like with a clipboard or...
Yes, if this is like the same level of care you'd see at like a nuclear power plant.
Yes,
or something.
that's what it looks like.
Yes, we're being very careful here. The higher soul does not look at all bimbo-esque.
No, the higher soul is great.
And got her act together. And is...
really feels like fed up and like out of ideas.
Out of ideas, can't get through. Her pockets are turned inside out.
Yeah.
She's tried all her ideas.
Emptied all the bags.
Yes. There's all the pockets, all the bags, everything is emptied. She's out of ideas. Asking the guides for the galaxy, how may we be of service? It's like there are bags around the margins of this drama queen's boudoir.
Yes.
And those bags need to go. Do you see those bags?
They're
just bags of stuff. Take out the bags. So just point us in the right direction. Did you see that hall?
Yes, it looks like a hall in a old hotel.
It does.
And there's the, in an old hotel, there's that garbage chute on one end and all the doors.
Like just as we're passing by these rooms, the doors are open and people are in these rooms.
I'm starting to realize this is kind of a shabby hotel.
It's definitely fallen into disrepair.
Yeah, at first glance it was really glamorous, and now I'm realizing this is kind of falling apart.
Maybe it was glamorous at one point in time, but it's seen better days.
It's fallen on hard times.
And who are these people in these other rooms? We're going down the rooms, and there are people like... Somebody is in there stripping the bed off of that room. Like I see sheets coming off. Maybe it's just a cleaning crew. And over there, it's the same thing, kind of like cleaning crew. People, maybe the people have already checked out. There's a door at the very end of the hall, just straight ahead. I think that's where we're going, that door there. Our galaxy, of whom we are a part, is having a Diva episode.
She's having a break with reality.
She's having a break with reality, and her guide sent us here with these bags of things that were in her room. Is there anybody who knows what to do with them? I feel like we're interrupting
a meeting.
I'm so sorry. Somebody said put them
down.
Others.
Yeah.
Put them with others, and there's like a mountain of luggage.
Huge pile.
Put them with the others. Well, let's put them with the others and then see if we can just sit quietly. Is it okay if we sit quietly and observe the meeting? Yes.
Very quietly.
Very quietly. Oh, these are important people.
very important people.
They're talking about big things, maybe universes,
It could be.
maybe galaxies, but that doesn't feel quite right.
And they're talking about it kind of like people talk about land deals, like real estate.
It is real estate. They're talking about universes as real estate as opposed to universes as sentient beings.
Right.
There are two different ways of looking at universes.
Reminds me of those maps of big pieces of land with colored boxes, and the colors are who owns each box.
Right. It's more about the choices that each box
Right,
is
making.
making. Are the boxes choosing to live their soul plans? Are they choosing to wallow in filth like our charming galaxy? They're using a different word, but that's what they're referring to.
Yeah, they're talking about the individual choices and how it affects all the others. You know.
And location.
Right, and if this box goes down, well, phew.
Right, location. And so they have like ones that are red or marked in
Yes.
bright colors, and those are problems, and the ones around them are orange or a little less bright, like watch out for them too. And then when we get to green, it's okay.
And there seems to be disagreement.
There's a lot of disagreement.
Like a lot, like banging on the table and you don't know.
Who are these beings?
Might be huge scale choreographers, or I'm not sure.
I can't tell, but I do have a bit of clarity about what the baggage is. It's excuses. These are excuses.
Yes.
We brought her excuses and we put them on the mountain of all the other excuses.
That's true. I see different monogrammed pieces of luggage.
They are all monogrammed. The bags have monograms. I see monograms. And it's everybody's excuses of why they can't do what they said they would do. It's just excuses. And so put them with the others. It's like, yeah.
We have a pile for that.
Right. The excuses are not at all, they don't count for anything.
No.
No higher dimension being is paying any attention to any of the excuses.
Oh, no.
It's a giant waste of time.
Right.
Maybe they work with big real estate throughout the multiverses.
Yes.
Big chunks of real estate. Maybe we don't have a name for these beings because we haven't really been working with
Right.
universes and galaxies
Right.
as sentient beings.
Right.
We've been working with them as a bigness, as a oneness, but we see now that they have consciousness too as an organism at the level of the organism. They're defining themselves as a oneness. Our galaxy sees herself as a oneness. Our universe saw himself as a oneness. Our mother universe, our universe's universe, sees herself as a oneness. They all see themselves as a oneness.
It's true.
These beings somehow work with that. Well, one thing's clear, they don't agree, right?
They don't agree. Some people seem to be in favor of shuffling the map, like moving boxes around.
And other people say that's just crazy.
Yeah.
It makes no sense at all. All you're doing is postponing dealing with the problem.
Right, exactly.
The problem has to be dealt with. Here are your problem areas, right here. And they're circling them in red on the map. It's like, let's just deal with it. There does seem to be like a slow movement toward accepting, all right, we can't just reshuffle this and have the problem solve itself magically.
Right.
We need to actually do something. Again, I see this movement where whoosh, space-time is
folded or like collapsed into nothing,
and those spaces are gone, and it's a whoosh,
like they never existed.
They never existed. And many advocates,
a lot of advocates
for that way of thinking are present in this meeting.
Yes.
Meeting. Yeah.
And they're saying, we know this works. We know this works.
Your shuffling it just postpones the problem and makes the problem worse. It doesn't work to not solve the problem. We have to solve the problem.
That's true.
Some people are advocating break it up more.
Right.
Other
spread
people
way out.
And other people are advocating bring it all together. Squish it in so there's only one problem area and everything else is okay. And the people who seem to be
the tallest
well put, have the highest vibration, say neither of those approaches works because both of those approaches are just moving the problem around rather than dealing with the problem.
Right, it's like very good city planners.
Right, and these tallest beings are advocating this movement where whoosh, swoosh, it's gone.
And we know this works and it will solve the problem, the real problem.
It will really do it. How may we be of service? We were sent here. I can't see what we're supposed to do other than just, I guess, get taller and hold the space, but that seems crazy. These are higher dimension beings. They don't need us to do this. What are we supposed to do?
It doesn't feel like we're supposed to leave.
No.
It feels like we're supposed to be in the room.
It feels like if we leave, we're in big trouble.
That is true.
Maybe we can ask the record keepers if there are any excuses they're finished with that just need to be taken out.
We can do that. We can take that out.
Ugh. They've somehow sorted the excuses into categories. It feels gross over here with the excuses.
It's really gross. Oh, excuse me.
There's the, I'm too small.
It's too hard.
It's too hard.
There's a lot of it's too hard.
Well, this is certainly my song that I sing, right? It's too hard. So,
yeah, all the livelong day.
All the livelong day.
I sing that song.
So we can merge with all the
Group
photo. Gang's all here. It's too hard. And now start to clear this out right through our spines. We don't even get started. We just say it's too hard and we don't even try.
Right, we just lock the suitcase.
Lock the suitcase. Oh, too hard, too much. I'm too tired. I can't.
No.
Yeah. That's certainly what our galaxy is doing. She's not doing diddly squat. She's
true.
Flinging herself around.
That is true. I'm dying.
Well, we're all dying. You know?
That's a good point.
We're all dying. It's part of the gig of life. We're born. The one sure part of this is that we will one day die. Right? That's true. The whole gig of having physical dimension presence. Is that's temporary. This is the illusion. This is temporary. This is the game. It comes and goes.
Yeah, that's true.
The soul isn't dying. Does the soul fling herself all around? No. The soul is saying, can we please get some work done here? Can you get off the floor, quit rolling around? Let's do something.
Yeah.
Do something to help.
Meanwhile, those guides are picking up the pace on the machinery in her room.
What
do you see that? It's like their hands are blurs now. Yeah. Click, 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 click. And they all do something very specific.
Yeah, they're all very specific. They all have a precise purpose.
What does this machine do?
Manifest the divine plan, maybe.
That might be.
They just keep doing whatever's needed to manifest the divine plan. It never gives up. This machine never stops.
No, it's not stopping.
It doesn't stop. It just keeps going. We're going to manifest the divine plan somehow, some way. This is the song that never ends, the game that never ends.
Right.
We manifest the divine plan. That's what we do.
Right.
And so all of the flinging around and drama queen moments don't stop the fact that we're still manifesting a divine plan here. And many different beings are working with many different ways. Like, for example, we have these real estate mavens that are working.
Oh, I was hearing moguls.
Moguls. So real estate, some things that starts with an M. And they're working at it from one direction. And these other guides, our high dimension beings, are working at it with the switches. And there are others that are working at it with cards. You know, they're all
they're all working
some way on some level. So let's merge with all of us who feel it's too hard, because that's a big one. People stopping, not doing a darn thing, not doing anything in terms of what they actually committed to doing, in terms of the actual soul plan, doing everything else but the big thing, spending their time on the 95% that means nothing rather than 5% that's going to count when we check out.
That's true.
That 95% doesn't amount to a hill of beans.
That is true.
All it is an excuse that we use for why we can't do our 5%, which is the purpose of our lives and why we were born.
Right.
So, who among us doesn't do this?
Oh, me too.
Me too. So let's merge with this group of deniers and procrastinators. And it's too hard.
Gang's all here.
Gang's all here. Group photo.